Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. Today we're going to be doing the most, ideal offseason for the Indianapolis Colts at this point in time. They're 4-11-1 and have a bit to go until they're a contending team again. So, I'm going to be doing what their most ideal offseason would be, what the best possible offseason could look like for the Indianapolis Colts, and that starts by re-signing some of the players that they have. Bobby Okereke probably want to bring back. Yannick Ngakoue has been kind of a disappointment since you traded for him. Paris Campbell, I'm fine letting go. Rodney McLeod can leave. That's fine. Um, I mean, Kiki Kuti is not really playing any sort of role. So the only person I'd really consider bringing back are these two right here. And I think that with the interest that they both have and how young Bobby Okereke is, I think that they can even come on for this right here. I'm not considering short deals at the moment. That was a 5-year contract. We'll have another chance to sign these guys despite now, but I think if we can sign Ngakwe to a long-term pricey deal, I think 5 million, 4 million, I think that could do it, and it does. We'll be left with $35 million, and then Paris Campbell. I know he's been good as of late in his role, but yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and look see over the team, take a little overview from the bird's eye, and we're gonna simulate the best lineup that we can. We'll get Sam Ellinger to start right here. Nick Foles behind him. Fortunately, Nick Foles had his rib injury. I'm not sure how he's doing with all that right there. Alec Pierce will move up into wide receiver 2 for the last game of the season. I want Jelani Woods to kind of start and play a little bit more. And then this offensive line is horrible. Left side's good, but right side needs some work. Zaire Franklin's way better than a 70 in the game, I'll tell you that much, or should be. I mean, that is crazy what he's been doing this year, really. He's been pretty good. Nick Cross to probably start the last game of the season. Rodney Thomas, and I don't care about Rodney Thomas, man. I don't care. Stephon Gilmore, Isaiah Rogers, Kenny Moore, and Facey Sen. Face on, I don't know how I'm done. And you can Ngakwe, and then you have Ode Ingbo, who's actually been very good this season. Really, every Colts game that I've been watching, Ode Ingbo is always in the backfield. So some shape, size, or form, something like that. Quiddy Pay, Grover Stewart, and Buckner obviously make a good, a good defensive line, a good front seven, I guess, with Zaire Franklin playing as well as he has been in real life. But just can't click things on offense, especially under head coach Jeff Saturday, who goes 1-6 in his first 7 games of a career. Not good stuff at all, I'll tell you that much. And the mic is very close. I mean, it's going to need to be. I'm not going to be a very high energy video today, so I guess we can keep the mic where it was, or I guess where it is now. Um, Nothing else I could really do here. I think that we've just got to move past and see if we can beat the Texans in the final stage of the season, and we did. We actually ended up going 5-11-1. Should still have a pretty bad draft pick, all things considered, and Seb Ellinger up to a 59 overall. Should be a lot higher than that. He played exceptional when he played, but for some reason, nobody seems to look at it that way. So we'll go ahead and see who we can re-sign. So Bobby Okereke did not want to sign back until now, so we're gonna have to, really put the work in to get him back. We don't have many people behind him. We have JoJo Doman. I think he's an undrafted free agent out of, I can't remember. It was a really small school. It might have been something small. I don't know. Bobby Okereke, we will sign him back actually, so that's pretty nice. Happy to have him back. Paris Campbell, not probably worth the money that we'd be spending on him. Probably rather spend it in free agency is where we're going right now. And let's see what sort of free agents we can get here. See who's available. See who we can shop around with. OBJ would be interesting. Kareem Hunt would be not ideal. Juju or Boo Boo Smith Schuster. We could use a guy like Julius Pepper or Jabril Peppers for sure. Julian Blackman is a solid free safety, but I think that Jabril Peppers can step down to strong safety with just a plug in and play. Quarterback is in the realm for Jimmy Garoppolo, considering we have 65 Matt Ryan and 63 Nick Foles. We could finally have the guy with Jimmy Garoppolo, who will actually be more of a bridge guy if we don't draft anybody. So I think that Jimmy Garoppolo could be a good one. And then when it comes to running back, we simply just don't need it. And then we can go to wide receiver here and, shop around, see who's here. Nobody with interest, which is what I was looking for. But the only people really with interest, Traquan Smith down the board, is just not my guy. So I guess we're gonna have to overpay for someone towards the top. I think Russell Gage could really fit Jimmy Garoppolo play style and what this Colts team does. So I think that we can give Russell Gage maybe a 2 year, 5 million, 3 million, right there. It's not a good deal, but we've got to hope no one else has interest in him, and they don't. Van Jefferson could also work, but probably just won't be the guy that is super desiring to sign, I guess. Then on the Colts side of things, we have Jelani Woods and Mo Ali Cox. I think we're good on tight ends. I don't think that we need that. Left tackle, don't need. Left guard, probably could use a guard, yeah, but just not on the left side. Um, David Edwards, I think, would be a good, not fit for this team really, but he would work with what we're trying to do. Just pick up an okay guard, and then at center, no one here that's really desirable. Nate Davis could be good, but we just got another guard as well. So tackle would be the only thing, and Bulaga to come in and play a tackle spot for us, probably left tackle. I'm not sure who's on roster for a left tackle. Is that Braden? No, that is actually Bernard Ryman. So could actually use a tackle, and I think we'd get it from either some of these top three guys right here. I think Bulaga, a 1 year deal, maybe 6 million, like a 10 like that. I think that that could work for him. Uh, I don't think that it's a bad deal at all. And then we actually did end up getting back Ngakwe. We have Quiddy Pay, and then our interior's good, so we don't really need anybody there. We're good there, but middle linebacker, we could use another guy to come in and play. And Leighton Vander Esch is actually very interesting. Deion Jones, just I hate that no one has interest. David Long Jr., we'll take it. I think a 3 year deal could suit him. I'll move the deal down and then up, just so the contract's pretty good, right there. And that is all of our negotiations. So I did move Russell Gage out of our desired players for at least this wave of players, and I actually had a Julian Love, and I think that's it. So we'll go ahead and process these offers, see who decides to come on over and come play for us. We get Julian Love, David Edwards, and Jimmy Garoppolo, while Brian Bulaga and David Long Jr. will still be in the widths right there, but we are going to need another receiver. And either we go all out with one of these two guys right here, or we take, a Russell Gage down the board that's still there, of course. Alan Lazard, Isaiah McKenzie, Darius Slayton, who's actually played well. Paris Campbell can come on back. Cedric Wilson could be interesting. And we'll go after now Lorenzo Carter, basically just be our Zaire Franklin upgrade, although he does not need to be upgraded in real life. We need to upgrade him in the game. Traquan Smith, that wide receiver, will be our go-to. Maybe draft one, I guess, like maybe Josh Downs in that realm. Brian Bulaga will get a really good offer from the Cardinals that I just cannot contend with. Traquan Smith has a really good offer from the New York Giants that I just cannot contend with. And Lorenzo Carter is getting bidded on pretty hard. So I'm going to have to work for these guys. And final offers on both these guys just to try to get some bridge players and signings. So we do actually go ahead and get everybody we wanted except Lorenzo Carter. I don't think he ended up coming on over here, which is fine. I think Zaire Franklin's fine for the time being. And I think that we're pretty good in free agency now. We can go to the draft. So we have the 6th overall pick with the Texans having the top 2. It puts us in a very tough position here. CJ Stroud is definitely in the realm of possibility. We might actually have to trade up for him, or we could see who falls to our spot. Maybe pick up Will Levis, who I know people really are connecting with the Colts right now. I feel like Will Levis is not the ideal Colt. Obviously, could be a little bit better. Throw power is elite. He looks good, right? But he doesn't look great. So I'm just curious where people are really coming from with that whole take right there. I mean, he's got a good arm talent, and you want to take a gamble on him. Like, sure, he could be pretty good. Take him then, I guess. But CJ Stroud here as well. We could move up for him. I think that we have the firepower to do so. So we actually have the sixth overall pick in the first round, 6th overall pick in the second, 32 in the third, and then you see all the ones on the left side of your screen right now. So, I think that we can sim a couple picks into the draft here, especially these two picks. I'm guessing to see Bryce Young and then Will Anderson Oh, they actually go Tyree Wilson. They reach from down the board. And then the Packers will go Will Anderson. And then this is a weird situation right here. We're going to have to, really work with the Lions here because I'm sure that they want CJ Stroud in this spot right here. Or we can, simulate. I did not mean to look at that. Or we could simulate and, I guess, take our chances because there is three good prospects in front of us. But I just think that quarterback isn't too big of a need right now. I will go ahead and not do that. I wanted to go ahead and skip, go to next pick, and Peter Skoronski does go off the board, and then they just don't need a quarterback, and that leads us with C.J. Stroud at number 6 overall. So happy to bring in C.J. Stroud from Ohio State University with some pretty good stats on him already. C.J. Stroud should be fun to really build around and whatnot. And I mean, maybe we can even trade up for a receiver now. Be much appreciated from C.J. Stroud, if I'm guessing. Jordan Addison would be fun. Jackson Smith and Jigba to keep them up with each other there. But I think I'm gonna have to go to all. I'm gonna have to map this out in my head, and then I'll get back to you guys. Paris Johnson goes off the board. Miles Murphy then goes off the board. Trenton Simpson off the board. Keely Ringo off the board. I'm guessing we're going to see a Will Levis take here very soon. And we actually aren't. So interesting stuff here. Nor are we seeing. Oh, here's the Will Levis. No, they go Jordan Addison out of USC. Quinn Johnston goes off. And will they take a no? But maybe a wide receiver landing spot here in Jacksonville for Jackson's Smith and Jigba, and I'm pretty sure that the Jets won't as well. Will Levis is here, Broderick Jones, Christian Gonzalez, and way down the board we have Jackson Smith and Jigba still there, and we'll continue to keep it going. Broderick Jones is a great pick there for the Jets, and Will Levis finally goes. Figured out that Malik Willis is not their guy. I think it's about time we can try to make some negotiations here with New England. And yeah, I don't know why, but we just don't have the pieces to trade for draft picks. It's just we're not in a good position with the players that we have. So we're gonna have to risk it right here. And yeah, obviously Jackson Smith and Jigba goes off the board. Christian Gonzalez, and there's still some fun players on, of course. Bijan Robinson, Michael Mayer, Cam Smith's all right. Anthony Richardson is a gamble. Will McDonald's pretty good. Tanner McGee is here. Probably shouldn't be this high, if I'm being honest. Just saying. Jarrett Patterson is far down the board. Brian Branch is here. A few guys. Toa Toa. Probably could use Henry Toa Toa, honestly. And then bring Ojolari on over. I mean, we don't really see many receivers, though, to the point where it's like, oh yeah. But Josh Downs would probably be the only guy I want as a solid. Should be a little bit faster than that, if I'm being honest. And I don't know. We'll really have to just see how teams will take our picks. So we'll see right here who the Giants go with. They actually go with Michael Mayer. So I think that I'll just have to sim to my pick and pick who's there. And here in the second round, 6th pick, skills. I like Josh Downs. He looks pretty good. I think that we just need weapons for C.J. Stroud at this point. I think Josh Downs out of University of North Carolina. I thought that was right. And then we'll just go to number 32 and then, take our pick there. Go with just Sean Pace in the 3rd round. Kind of a wild card pick, really. Just someone that could make the team a little bit better with him in rotations. And then we'll move to number 6 overall, 5 picks down the board. Then we'll have to pick someone else. And down the board, we'll go Jabari Green in the beginning of the 4th round. And then I'll let the CPU really take over for the last few picks, and we'll see what we came out with. And the moment of truth right here, we'll see what we got. So we got actually a 78 overall with C.J. Stroud. So that's very good. And then Josh Downs was a 74 overall. I do like that a lot. Deshaun Pace was bad. Jabari Green was bad. Manny Forbes was, I guess, good. And then a couple of okay picks down the board. Wasn't awesome, but top 2 picks were great. C.J. Stroud, 78, and Josh Downs, 74. Definitely look for those guys to develop together. My goodness gracious. And I guess we can simulate their first season together. And this is how the defense will look for year number 2 of this, or I guess year number 1, really, with our new revamped offense with the most ideal, offseason and realistic as it gets. David Edwards, we acquired at right guard, will play there. Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor. Josh Downs will play that wide receiver 3 spot. Will he see the slot? He will not see the slot, but he will now. And that'll actually make me want to move him up the depth chart, but I think that he's fine where he is. He'll play that slot role. CJ Stroud will start right away. JT, Zach Moss already went over them. Alec Pierce at that wide receiver 2 spot. Probably could move him down to wide receiver 3. Probably the smarter idea there. Let him kind of take the back seat, see how Josh Downs can do in his first year. And I think that we are ready to go. And wow, it seems like CJ Stroud's really clicking with this team, starting off 5-2. I'm guessing JT has a big say in that one, I'm guessing. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and look at CJ Stroud's dev trait. Would not be surprised if it's star, but we'll take a look here. It is superstar, so do have a good quarterback with CJ Stroud so far. Alec Pierce and Josh Downs both doing their thing, up to 75 overall. I will go ahead and look at the stats on the season. Stats down here. Yeah, JT's leading the league in yards, but CJ Stroud, 16 touchdowns to 3 interceptions to start off the season this well. Looks like he's going to head off to a really good rookie season. Jonathan Taylor on his way to just a solid season overall, almost averaging 6 per carry. Receiving, Josh Downs, actually the leading receiver on the team over Michael Pittman Jr., Mo Alley Cox, and then Alec Pierce, and then Jonathan Taylor's right there as well. So a little bit interesting that these rookies are really coming along and actually helping the team be better right away. Shaq Leonard and Bobby Okereke doing their thing. Ethan Gakwe, Kwity Paye, DeForest Buckner all getting away with a bunch of TFLs, QB sacks as well. Those will stack up through the second half of the season as well. And in the first season, with CJ Stroud under center, we make the wild card playoffs. And CJ Stroud has 3 upgrade points. We'll be up to an 82 overall. And, let's look at the team right here so far. Curious what Josh Downs looks like. Maybe a 77 overall to this point. 76, going up 1 to a 77. Guys playing minimum roles. Probably, no, I don't want to start Jelani Woods. Defensively, what do we got? Nothing really has changed. Still all the same pretty much. I'm not expecting any depth traits or anything, but just maybe like some breakout players. We can go to stats and awards here and look around. CJ Stroud ends the season with 4,100 yards, 37 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions. Very, 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 very good rookie season for sure. Jonathan Taylor ends up with 1,600. Pretty easy on the quarterback when you have a running back as good as Jonathan Taylor, at least in the game. And then Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs both did a really good number. Alec Pierce also had a good season, but Josh Downs was very good in his rookie season as well. Not quite 1,000 yards, but 69 receptions for 977 yards. Very solid. Got 10 touchdowns on the season as well. Defensively, 3 guys over 100 tackles. Kenny Moore, slot corner, I'm guessing. Bobby Okereke with 110. Shaq Leonard with 120. How much was that? 128. Tackles for loss. DeForest Buckner got in the backfield quite a lot. Grover Stewart there as well. Then DeForest Buckner, Ethan Gakwe, Grover Stewart, and Kwity Paye. The team leaders in the sacks department, of course. And then we'll have to simulate past this Buffalo team, which could be very tough to beat. Wouldn't be surprised if we go out and exit in the first round of the playoffs here in 2023, and we do. But yeah, that was really good. I think that the players performed at the right things, right times. I think that they did a good job. So that was the ideal offseason here for the Indianapolis Colts. I guess leave your thoughts. Any other team you guys want to see built or do the offseason for. Just comment down below. I'll try my best to get it done.